On June 10, 1878, the Adelaide and Suburban Tramway Company begins horse-drawn tram services from Adelaide to the suburb of Kensington. December 9, 1878, the North Adelaide line commences operations, terminating at the Caledonian Hotel. February 13, 1879, the Adelaide, Unley and Mitcham Tramway Company begins services to Mitcham. May 22, 1879, a steam tram service begins between Port Adelaide and Albert Park. Horses replaced steam trams in 1882. October 23rd, the Adelaide and Hindmarsh Tramway Company opens a new line to Hindmarsh. December 14th, 1881, the Kensington line begins inbound services along Grenfell Street and continues outbound services via Rundle Street. September 4th, 1882, the Adelaide and Parkside Tramway Company opens a line to Parkside. October 7th, 1882, a line to the suburb of New Theberton is opened. November 6, 1882, the Adelaide and Suburban Tramway Company opens a line to Walkerville. November 22nd, 1882, the Adelaide and Goodwood Tramway Company opens the Goodwood line to Clarence Park. December 19th, 1882, the Adelaide and Suburban Tramway Company opens a line to Maylands. Also on this day, the Adelaide and Suburban Tramway Company opens the 5th Avenue line to St. Peters. January 10th, 1883, a more direct route to Maylands is opened along McGill Road. February 13th, 1883, the new Theberton line is extended to Henley Beach, with stables and a waiting shed erected opposite the Ramsgate Hotel. April 1st, 1883, the Adelaide and Suburban Tramway Company begin their efforts to open a line to Marriotteville, with services initially running to the Britannia Hotel. May 14th, 1883, the Henley Beach line is extended again along Seaview Road to Grange. July 3rd, 1883, the Marriotteville line is fully opened, with services now running beyond the Britannia Hotel. August 13th, 1883, the Maylands line is extended to reach McGill, opposite the Tower Hotel. September 1st, 1883, the Adelaide and Hyde Park Tramway Company opens a line along King William Road to reach Hyde Park. September 14th, 1883, the North Adelaide service extends along Childers, Hill and Ward Streets, forming the Hill Street Loop. September 17th, 1883, the Glenelg, New Glenelg and Somerton Tramway Company begins services from Glenelg to reach Somerton. September 24th, 1883, the Adelaide, Prospect, Nailsworth and Enfield Tramway Company opens a line to Enfield. The same day, they also open a line to Prospect. October 20th, 1883, the Marriotteville line is extended to Burnside, terminating at Green Hill Road. December 19th, 1883, a line to Paynham is opened. January 14th, 1884, the Parkside line is extended to reach the Vine Inn at Glen Osmond. February 18th, 1884, the Paynham line is extended to Paradise, terminating at the Paradise Bridge Hotel. March 1884, the line to Glen Osmond is slightly extended, running to Portrush and Cross Roads. September 27th, 1884, the Glenelg, Brighton and Merino Tramway Company opens a line from Glenelg to Dover, now named South Brighton. Mid-1885, the Glenelg to Somerton line closes. Sometime after 1895, the Prospect line is extended from Alpha Road to Farrant Street. November 13th, 1889. The Adelaide, Payneham and Paradise Tramway Company opens a new St. Peter's line, terminating on 4th Avenue. Sometime between 1891 and 1893, the Mitcham line is duplicated, with tracks now running around both sides of Hurtle Square. (1894). The line from Henley Beach to Grange is closed, shortly following the railway extension to Henley Beach. December 21st, 1906. The Municipal Tramways Trust, the MTT, is formed by the South Australian Government. February 5th, 1907. The MTT formally purchases all Adelaide Horse Tramway companies, except the disconnected lines in Glenelg and Port Adelaide. March 9th, 1909. The first electric tram runs from the Hackney Depot to Kensington, driven by Mrs. T. Price, wife of the Premier. April 7th, 1909. The North Adelaide line is electrified. Enfield and Prospect services continue on as horse-drawn feeder services. The same day, the Walkerville line begins electric operations, terminating at Church Street. Also on this day, a siding is opened at Adelaide Oval to service spectators. May 5th, 1909. Electric service begins to Payneham, with horse-drawn services continuing to Paradise. May 1909. Electric services begin from the city to Maylands, with horse-drawn services continuing to McGill. June 25th, 1909. The Hindmarsh Horse Tram line is rerouted along new tracks in preparation for the line's electrification. July 21st, 1909. Electric services begin to Hyde Park. October 23rd, 1909. Electric trams cater a special event at Victoria Park along the soon-to-be-opened electric Burnside line. November 1st, 1909. Electric services begin from the city to Unley, with horse-drawn services continuing to Mitcham. The same day, electric services begin from the city to Parkside, terminating at Fullerton Road. November 1909. Regular electric services begin on the Burnside line, initially running to Marriotteville. December 23rd, 1909. Electric trams run on the Henley Beach line for the first time, but only from New Theberton to Henley Beach. January 23rd, 1910. A spur line to Victoria Park Racecourse is opened, terminating at Grant Avenue. March 9th, 1910. Electric services begin between the city and New Theberton, completing the Henley Beach line's electrification. The same day, electric services begin between the city and Hindmarsh. May 28th, 1910. A small spur line to Unley Oval opens. January 14th, 1911. The Walkerville line is extended to terminate at North East Road. June 15th, 1911. The Hill Street Loop is turned into a spur line and electrified up to Childers Street. July 2nd, 1911. Electric services begin to Mitcham, completing the line's electrification. The same day, electric services begin to Prospect, with the terminus at Farrant Street. Also on this day, electric services begin to Enfield, with the terminus at Irish Harp Road, now Regency Road. Also on this day, the Victoria Loop around the southeast quadrant of Victoria Square is first used. July 23, 1911. Electric services begin between the city and Glen Osmond. The same day, the Kensington line is extended to reach Kensington Gardens. Also on this day, the St. Peter's line is electrified along 4th Avenue. August 12, 1911. The new Theberton terminus is renamed Torrensville, following the suburb's renaming the year before. September 3, 1911. The Burnside line is electrified to Burnside, running to Waterfall Gully Road. October 4, 1911. West City services begin following controversial line construction on Whitmore Square. November 4, 1911. Electric services to Paradise begin, terminating near Ramsay Avenue. December 23, 1911. Electric services begin to McGill. January 25, 1912. The McGill line is slightly extended from the Tower Hotel to Park Street. January 29, 1912. The standing line at Henley Beach is slightly extended to reach North Street. February 1912. The McGill line is extended again to reach the bottom of Norton Summit Road. March 13, 1912. The Hill Street line is extended into Hawker Street to reach Bowden. December 23, 1912. Electric services begin from the city to Goodwood. March 4, 1914. The Dulwich line opens, terminating at Greenhill Road. June 3, 1914. The Parkside line is extended down Fullerton Road to terminate at Fullerton. 1914. The Glenelg to Dover Horse Tramway closes. March 2nd, 1915. The Goodwood line is electrified to Clarence Park at Crossroad. March 31st, 1915. The Morialta line opens as a branch of the McGill line. May 1st, 1915. The horse tram service is slightly extended from the Black Diamond Corner to the Jervis Bridge in Port Adelaide. January 24th, 1917. A new electric service to Hilton begins, departing from Curry Street in the city. March 21st, 1917. A new electric line to Kingswood opens. April 3rd, 1917. Electric services begin to Albert Park from Port Adelaide. The same day, electric services begin to Semaphore from Port Adelaide. Also on this day, electric services begin to Rosewater from Port Adelaide. May 15th, 1917, electric services begin to Largs Bay from Port Adelaide, terminating at the Largs Pier Hotel. September 17th, 1918, a new electric service to Keswick begins. November 8th, 1919, the Henley Beach line is again extended north to a new Henley North terminus at Marlborough Street. May 1st, 1921, the Flinders Street loop is opened in the city centre. January 14th, 1923, the single-track Hindmarsh line increases capacity by running separate up and down tracks through the back streets. January 28th, 1923, the Bowden line is extended along Hawker Street to Croydon. April 15th, 1923. The Hindmarsh line is extended to reach Findon. June 3rd, 1923. The Goodwood line is extended to a new Clarence Park terminus at Angus Road. December 9th, 1923. The City Depot opens in the city centre at the site of the present-day SA Water building. January 27th, 1924. The Hyde Park line is extended to reach Cross Road. May 25th, 1924. The St. Peter's line is rerouted up 6th Avenue after community feedback. July 20th, 1924. The Prospect line is extended to Irish Harp Road, now Regency Road. September 28th, 1924. The Walkerville line is extended along North East Road, terminating opposite the Hampstead Hotel. October 5th, 1924. The Dulwich line is extended to Linden Park. September 5th, 1925. The new Showgrounds loop at Wayville is used for the first time. December 23rd, 1925. The Bakewell Bridge, now underpass, is opened. The Deviation Road line is retained for special workings. September 11th, 1927. The Goodwood line is extended to the new suburb of Glenelg Gardens. September 2nd, 1928. The Croydon line is slightly extended along Government Road, now South Road. July 14th, 1929. The Croydon line is extended to Kilkenny, terminating at David Terrace. December 14th, 1929. The Glenelg railway line is converted to a tramway. A siding in Colley Terrace also opens. November 11th, 1934. The Albert Park line closes, marking the beginning of the end for Port Adelaide tram services. July 27th, 1935. The Semaphore, Largs Bay and Rosewater lines all abruptly close. July 3rd, 1938. The Fullerton line is extended to a new terminus at Springfield. March 5th, 1939. The Keswick line is reduced to a new terminus at Wayville West. June 29th, 1939. The Hilton line is extended to Richmond. April 12th, 1942. The Kilkenny line is extended to Cheltenham. January 5th, 1944. The last major suburban line extension of the 20th century opens from Marriotteville to Erindale. January 14th, 1944. The Erindale terminus is extended slightly to Brigalow Avenue. February 9th, 1952. The Franklin Street Loop is opened in the city centre. (1952) The height of Adelaide's electric tram network. After this point, the system declined until only a single line remained. Neglected system infrastructure, a shift in transport preferences towards private motor vehicles, and the end of wartime petrol rationing all contributed to the downfall of much of Adelaide's tram services. May 1952. Erindale, Linden Park and Burnside lines all close, being converted to electric trolleybus lines. May 30th, 1953. The line to Victoria Park Racecourse closes. October 17th, 1953. The last trams run to Glen Osmond, and the Findon line closes. July 9th, 1955. The last trams run to Kingswood. August 1st, 1955. The track along Deviation Road closes. September 8th, 1955. The Showgrounds Loop closes. November 12th, 1955. The last trams run to Hyde Park and the Walkerville line closes. March 18th, 1956. The Morialta line closes. April 25th, 1956. The Franklin Street Loop is used for the last time. February 2nd, 1957. The Henley Beach, Richmond, Kensington and McGill lines all close. December 7th, 1957. The Colonel Gardens, Wayville West and Enfield lines all close. March 5th, 1958. The Flinders Street Loop is no longer used. July 19th, 1958. The Springfield, Mitcham, Prospect, St. Peters and Paradise lines all close. The Hackney Depot also stops functioning as a tram depot. November 8th, 1958. The Adelaide Oval siding closes. November 22nd, 1958. The Cheltenham line closes, officially marking the end of the old lines. The Glenelg line, being on a separated corridor, remains. 1962. The siding in Collie Terrace closes. (1966). Victoria Square is reconfigured into a diamond and trams stop terminating in the southwest quadrant, instead terminating in the south centre. October 19th, 1986. The City Depot at Angus Street closes. A new depot at Glengarry is opened. August 6th, 2007. The Victoria Square terminus is moved from the centre to the western side. October 14th, 2007. An extension is opened to the new City West terminus. March 22nd, 2010. An extension to the Adelaide Entertainment Centre in Hindmarsh is opened, exactly 100 years after electric services first ran to Hindmarsh. And on October 13th, 2018, the Botanic Gardens and Festival Plaza extensions open.